Greetings. Glory to God in the highest, and on earth, peace to people of good will. About a week and a half ago, December 3rd, 2024, marked the fourth anniversary of the creation of the cat sock puppet, an event that some of us refer to playfully as Katzmas. And in previous years, myself and others have made playful videos on the topic on this auspicious anniversary, and I'll link to a few of those videos in the description. But this year, the birthday of the cat sock puppet came and went without any mention. And maybe we all feel that Katzmas is getting a bit old and a bit tired at this point. Maybe it's a bit played out. But then, just today, the twins over at TEOTW Ministries gave me what I can only interpret as a belated Katzmas gift. After all these years, they came out and publicly stated that they now accept that the whole Katz thing was a lie. And they even recommended that those who are interested in the topic check out my videos on cats. Admittedly, they did so without mentioning me, and they joined it together with the disclaimer that, they still have somewhat of a less than favorable opinion of me. But nonetheless, the slow motion vindication on this controversy continues to this day, and I sincerely appreciate the Teo twins facilitating the latest example of that. You see, the backdrop of all this was a video that the twins put out this afternoon in which they shared their disappointment in our beloved friend, the good doctor over at the We Woke Now channel. Now, the twins covered a few different topics. The main focus was on their disagreement with Dr. Kelly about the second Exodus, but the general theme was them feeling free now to be very open and very blunt about their disagreements with Dr. Kelly, and I'll link to the full video in the description. But I wanted to play the few portions in which they briefly shared their current thoughts on the Katz fiasco. And I'll put the timestamps on the screen so that way a person can, find it if they check the full video. But without further ado, let's submit these clips into the public record. Fair use.
Right? Then we're working together. We're debating against the urban apologist on Berean channel, and we backing each other up, right? And then we're so at that time, Dante, Sister E, Jacob, and we're debating urban apologist. And then he comes in and he starts debating them, and we're winning, right? We're like 10-0. The urban apologist had no wins until he came up with the Katz thing, right? And to this day, everybody's saying where Katz at. And we looked at each other, be like, well, what happened here? Why y'all didn't have to tell that live? You know, there's no cats in Tel Aviv, right? And I'm like, once again, that was one of the first instances of a lie. Okay.
So let's bring out some truth, because this is a truth ministry, right? Let's bring out some more truth. So y'all want to know what Katz is? Because remember, back then, we had these little conversations. We like, where's Katz? Right? Where's Katz? Come to find out, Brown and him was supposedly talking to some cats that lives in Atlanta, in Georgia. I'm like, I thought it was Tel Aviv. You said it was Tel Aviv. Where's Katz? So Berean and them hunted down the guy and found the guy, the only cats they could find in Georgia, right? And you don't hear nothing. I'm just saying, look, it starts off with a lie because Katz was supposed to be in Israel. It ends with a lie that Katz is supposedly really in Georgia, right? But we don't even know if that's the Katz that really was the one who said anything, right? We don't know. See, that we kept telling y'all from the beginning, this dude has a habit of lying. Go ahead, Mr.
Yeah,
Teddy.
and so this was probably the first time you saw a blatant lie, right? And instead of coming to the community and telling the community, hey, this was wrong, this was incorrect information, he doubled down, right? He doubled down supporting this theory about cats. So look, these are the little signs that we see, and you guys don't get to see. Right?
So here's the other thing. Some people who are new, who don't know the whole Katz issue. Now, I'm going to go tell you this channel. I don't recommend this channel, okay? Because I don't like the dude at all. Zero. When I say zero, I dislike this dude more so than I dislike Kelly. All right. But if you want to find out about the whole issue with Katz, I'm going to just say it like this. Google Pastor Kelly and Katz. If you want to find out the history of that, right? And how him and Brown were caught in a lie. Okay? And everybody who's supporting him, he made everybody look bad.
Yeah, we were winning the debate against urban apologists, like 10 wins out of 0. And then he came with the Katz thing, and they like, oh, we got one. We're gonna run this ball across the goal line. Kelly gave us a win. And so everybody like, where Katz at? And so initially we all took them for their word. We like, surely he didn't make this up. But at the end of the day, the narrative ended with nobody knew who Katz was, nobody knew where Katz was, and we were like, okay. Something, and we all realized at some point there is no Katz in Tel Aviv. That fake letter signed with Katz in Tel Aviv. And it's like, so now it was what, 10 to 1, 10 wins to 1 because of that, right? So you'd never catch us like that. You'll never catch Dante like that. You'll never catch Sister E like that, because we speak the truth. So look, I want to add this before we go. I just want, given what I know about Berean TV, they'll put this on their channel. So if you do, pull up the Katz video and show what happened.
All right, so there you have it, the unfiltered thoughts of the Teo twins on the Katz fiasco. And again, I sincerely appreciate the twins sharing all that. But since they mentioned Berean in that last clip, I want to revisit this community post, which the twins posted in the immediate aftermath of the Katz expose back in December of 2020. Now, as a disclaimer, I am not sharing this as any sort of a gotcha, right? They can simply say that they trusted Kelly and Brown back then, but have changed their minds in the years since then. But I wanted to revisit this community post because it actually captures something that perhaps even the twins themselves may have forgotten about. It captures that their falling out with Berean actually began with the Katz fiasco. You see, at the time, Berean was strongly focusing on the fiasco, and the twins, in their loyalty to Honest Kelly and Honest Will, decided to stand with those who unveiled the Katz persona. So let's reread what the twins wrote back then. Quote, "What are we doing about the pews? TEO Ministries will no longer be a patron of Berean TV because we feel that Berean is the one keeping this foolishness about the pews going. After the UA, the urban apologists had attacked Brown and Pastor Kelly and attacked Boonis. Now they want Brown to give up Katz? The urban apologists have already contacted Katz's employer, according to Pastor Kelly, and they are not even sure this is the Katz they are looking for. We are done with this whole thing." End quote. Now, I wanted to read through that for two reasons. First, like I said, it captures the moment that the twins began to have a falling out with Berean. They were manipulated into standing with falsehood. And the second reason I wanted to share that is because of that part at the end. You see, the good doctor had initially responded to the Katz expose by bringing out a new email from Katz in which he said that his job was threatened and so he was going into hiding. Seriously. And so this relates to that slow motion vindication I mentioned earlier. You see, there was a time when it was being insinuated that I and others had maliciously harassed this poor Hebrew scholar in Tel Aviv, thereby forcing him to go into hiding, which of course provided a convenient excuse for why he couldn't be reached, right? But in the years since then, more and more people have come to realize that that was all nonsense. So on that note, I'll close this video here. I again want to thank the Teo twins for speaking so openly about this matter. And I'd like to wish the twins, the good doctor, and everyone else a belated Merry Katzmas. God bless.